Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jay, or the Love and Odd. Today we are going to review the Sonic 3 Jakks Pacific Sonic. Yeah, I was going to say Sonic 3, then Jack Pacific, but then there wouldn't be no point to say then Sonic. Whatever. Anyways, today we're going to review this figure that I've been wanting to get and was wondering if I should have gotten it. Instead, the last time I got the Lego set that y'all saw the video of with the Lego pig house that y'all guys could look at that video if y'all want. Now, today we're going to be talking about this Sonic figure that I've been wanting to get. Now, of course, I wanted to get the Golden Sonic. Well, it's not the Golden Sonic, but the Super Sonic, but we just have Super Shadow. Anyways, so we're going to review this Sonic. I know that there's other Sonics that they have the Sonic with no Chaos Emerald. Then they got this Sonic. Then they got the Super Sonic. And then they got a Sonic with a light up effect that's in a 4-pack. And then there's like another Sonic that's in a 4-pack. I can't remember. There's basically a lot. Tell me, how do y'all feel about the movies as well? Because me personally, I think the first two are okay, but then I think the third one is way better. But anyways, so we got the figure right here. Of course, we're gonna get him out, but we're here to look at the packaging. I remember there's gonna be something I'm gonna talk about, but then I rewatched the movie a couple of days ago. Also, sorry if it's dusty. I got this from someone on eBay because they did not have it at the Target that I went to because they sold it out. But anyways, so the package, it doesn't look that bad. It's just very standard. It's very basic. Not that much to look at. I know they have two versions of Knuckles, one with Fire Fist and one with no Fire Fist. Then they got like a Shadow with the light up effects. They got a lot of variants of these characters. But anyways, now, nice looking package, right? Nice looking package. Just get that shit here. We just gonna tear right. Yeah, there we go. Damn. Okay, now through that. There we go. First and only accessory. Now, depends on which one you get. There's two versions of Sonic. Well, like I said, there's many versions of Sonic, but I'm talking about this, just the blue one, just regular. Now, there's one with Chaos Emerald, which is this one. This is the other version, and then the regular version is him with no Chaos Emerald. I wanted to get the Chaos Emerald. I wanted to get a piece so he could hold on. So, just in case if I do want to get the Super Sonic, then I could have this holding the Super Sonic with the Chaos Emerald, having him holding it. But it's not bad. It looks pretty good. I mean, it's not just plastic. I don't like how you could see that that little peg or whatever that is. You see that? I don't know if you could. Yeah, look right there. I don't know if you could see it. I don't like that. I don't like how you could see that. It looks so cool, unique, and whoa. But then in reality, it's just plastic. Of course, it's not bad. It's not bad green. The plastic, I would say the paint, but I mean, it's not really a paint if you think about it. But it's nice, good looking. Also sits very nice. So yeah, there's really nothing much to talk about the Chaos Emerald. It's just the Chaos Emerald. And now, ooh, he was a bit dirty, but I cleaned him up a bit. Now, now, one thing. Oh, almost got it. Right. Well, he feels light. I want to say, I know it's not important, but I'm surprised they don't have no little strings or wires or whatever, or even tape to hold the figure. Even though, yes, it would be very unnecessary. Just throw it out on the floor. It would be very unnecessary because why would you need it for this character? But anyways, holding him in hand. I know a lot of people say that he's a good figure. I know a lot of people would say he's the greatest Sonic figure. they've released a lot of Sonic figures in the past that I've always wanted to get a good Sonic, but never had the chance. Okay, now, I hope he's not messed up or loose, so... okay, let's get this started. So, now, the Sonic, he looks nice, he looks good, he looks very good. If you look closely, he has some fur texture, so you have some little textures that you can see. We're going to talk about those, don't worry, but he had some fur textures right on him. It looks very nice. Looks good. If you're curious, oh, well, there's this little seam line. This, I would say seamless, but I mean, you could see. Anyways, whatever. I don't like how you could see that line. Don't like that. Another thing, I don't like how these blue lights. Now, you might be wondering, why does he have his blue quills like that? Why is it clear? Because with the the 4-pack, he has a light up feature, or is it a 2-pack? Well, there's one with Supersonic and Shadows, and then there's the other one with Tails, Shadows, and Knuckles. But that's the version where it has a 4-pack, and the back lights up, so you'll have his whole head light up. And I feel like they could have easily changed this, because with the Shadow figure, he doesn't have this. He doesn't have this. I'm pretty sure with the light up maybe, but with the regular, he doesn't have it. So, don't know why you couldn't change this part if you could change all the other figures, but I don't like that. But okay, well, I guess it gives it details, but okay. Well, he stands not bad. Let's see what he looks like. He stands pretty well, not that tall, but he stands tall next to Batman. So he looks pretty good. And then we have our Homelander. He also still looks short. And also by Jakks, a nice little guy that we all love to see once in a while in our TV. Bart Simpson, made by the same company, which I did not know about, to be honest. I just recently find out a couple days ago, which I was like, oh, really? So they make the same stuff. Okay, all right. And then, last but not least, because I don't want to do too much and drag this video, we have Cell. So, not bad. He's a good height. When I saw him at the store before it was sold out, I saw him at the store and I thought to myself, I think he's going to be a bit too big. But no, he looks pretty good. He fits pretty well. Depends on whatever figures you have. I know I hate McFarlane. I hate McFarlane toys with a passion. But I know if there's anyone who likes Sonic and who's a McFarlane fan, yes, the Sonic is going to work good for you. If you're a NECA fan, he's going to work for you. If you are, let's just say, Marvel Legends fan, he's going to work. So, let's continue. So, like I said, those are my problems. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have more to the video. These are my problems, and this seamless line right here. I don't know if you can see that, but right there. It goes all around over here. And it would just feel cheap, and it would just feel cheap. But no. It's alright. It's alright. If you hear anything in the background, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you could forgive me. So, anyways, so let's continue looking at him. Now, let's look at the eyes. Now, no Sonic in the world, no Sonic figures have ever done this, the eyes. I know with their Super Mario Toys movie ones, whatever, they did their eyes, but they will move, like if you move yourself, their eyes will move along and follow you. So I'm glad they did not do that for this. It would have looked weird, but he looks good. You see that? He does not have loose legs. Really not bad. Okay, so no loose legs. That's good. So let's talk about him. So like I said, the problems I did have: blue quills, seamless line. His eyes, I really don't hate. Gives a more realistic feel, but there's a little plastic thing behind his eyes. And I noticed in the, hold on, let me see. Crap. Oh, never mind. I was gonna talk about this part because I thought they messed up the paint, because on the back of the actually hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so see, this is what I was talking about. On the back of the toy, you see how his nose right there is not like, well, beige or whatever color this is. Well, you see here, they did not color that right there. So I thought to myself, oh, did they mess it up? Did they mess it up right here? No. I rewatched the movie a couple of days ago, and his middle part of the nose or whatever, it's like that. So they got it correct. I don't know why I guess that was the prototype that they use for photography. I guess I don't know. It was just something I noticed that I don't know if anyone else pointed out, but I wanted to do it myself. Anyways, so let's start. Head up and down. You're really not gonna get no good head tilts. If you had the supersonic, way better, because his hair goes up and it will get out of the way. So you just up, down, up, down. Really not a lot of difference, but you do have some. Maybe you can move it side to side, then turn his head around. Oh my god, Sonic just got his head snapped off. Anyways, now looks. I just want to make sure, because I just don't want my copy to be messed up. But he got a nice little smile. Looks good. Now, butterfly joints, which I was really surprised about. I know there was something called the Superposer Sonic. I never owned those, but I know some people own those, and some people like them, some people don't like them. I never owned them, so I don't have an opinion on them, but they look a bit clunky, so that's all I have to say to those. So, you have butterfly joints, you see. Feels nice and smooth. Goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down. It feels very smooth, nice. Then we got a little area right here where you can move. Little swivel. I mean, not swivel. Why do I always just say the wrong thing? Or maybe I did get it right, but oh wait, dang it! I just noticed something, but no one's gonna notice until I'm gonna face him later. So then we got a single joint. Not bad. Then right here, you can move with his hands. And then you could also just move his fist. And then something that surprised me, that surprised everyone who has done a review or has gotten the toy. Open hands. What? This reminds me of Toy Biz. What the heck? What happened to toys when they had open hands? Remember? They would do that. I don't know what happened with toys with open hands, but that's good. That's great. And then we have... Can't really do much. Back a little, and then front, not a lot. Really can't do a lot. You could turn him, so that's good. Pick up his legs, goes pretty good. Splits. Whoa, that's pretty good. And then little joint, not joint, but little pose right here that can move. And then single joint, and then you could put the feet up and down and move side to side. So nice. So I was about to give this Sonic a good review, but like I said, I do have my problems. You might be wondering, what are the problems? Well, like I said, the quills are the problem. The seamless line is a problem. Another thing, the shoes, I was gonna say boots, the shoes are also a bit messed up. I don't like that. The shoes themselves, I forgot to tell y'all, but the shoes themselves are nicely done. Aren't these canonically just Pumas? Because I know in the first movie, some little girl gives Sonic his shoes, and she was like, look, you could wear these shoes and now you are the Sonic that everyone knows and loves. And they're like technically Puma, and then Puma released shoes like these a couple years later. I know I'm right. I know damn well I'm right. I know that it was something like that they sold the shoes in real life. But those are my little problems. It's not the biggest problem. Of course, if your copy of the Sonic doesn't have any messed up paint jobs, anything that's messed up or loose, then you'll be fine. Mine is not loose. It's just a little bit of paint that's messed up. So I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a wonderful Sonic. If you like Sonic or are a fan of the games or the movies, or if you don't care for Sonic, then why are you watching this video if you don't care for him? But if you do like him, I recommend getting this figure yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video. I hope y'all guys are having a wonderful day and a wonderful time. Thank you, and I'll see y'all guys another time. Goodbye.